Hi friends, good morning to all of you. In this video, we are going to discuss how we are going to learn in the complete series, how we are going to learn and what like practically we are going to learn, like in real time, how E2E implementation projects are going to happen. We are going to learn same like that, like a real time project. So we are going to make a dummy project on our test server on our sandbox, and we are going to learn like that, like real time implementation projects are going to happen. And we will discuss like how many types of projects are there in SAP. So there are total three types of projects in SAP. One is E2E implementation project, second is support project, and third is rollout project. So there are three types of projects there. And how our learning will be there, the complete learning on that SAP S4 HANA 2023 learning will be like we are doing E2E implementation throughout from very scratch, like from first like blueprint preparation to design phase to client collecting clients requirement and just customizing that in SAP system, like in real time projects used to work. We are going to learn like that. Okay, so let's start how we are going to prepare the KDS file, key data structure file, blueprint preparation, that all I'm going to explain in this session. So how we are going to learn? So first of all, let me tell you, like we are going to prepare a KDS file, key data structure file. So KDS file that we use to prepare as per the client requirement, as per the business SMEs, we used to prepare that KDS file, key data structure file. So we are going to prepare a KDS file. I'm going to prepare for your batch. Okay. So KDS file is just like Excel sheet. We are going to collect the client's requirement. Here it is. So we are going to collect a client's requirement like a company code, plant, storage location. They're all requirement. Then we are going to map that in SAP environment. We are going to configure that company enterprise structure, complete organization structure and enterprise structure. We are going to configure in SAP, and that you need to maintain that sheet, that KDS file, key data structure file. And we are going to learn like first we will complete that E2E implementation, and in between we will face some tickets or issues. That's a support project. Okay, so that's also I'm going to consider in that session, like whatever tickets we are facing, we are going to discuss about that also. And that's our complete way of learning, or I can say my complete way of teaching, like a real time I'm going to teach you guys. And if I just show you, yeah, so that we are going to prepare, that's the enterprise structure. We are going to design that. So that we are going to design, that we are going to prepare a KDS file, then we are going to start mapping that in SAP. So that's a enterprise structure, like that's a enterprise structure or organization structure, both are same, don't be confused in that. Both organization structure and enterprise structure are same. Okay, so that's just a client, that's just a company code, then plant, storage location. I will explain that in brief. I'm just showing you how we are going to learn. And then we are going to then we are going to start mapping that in SAP, in SAP environment, in SPRO. So that we are going to learn. And what are different types of projects in SAP? So there are, as I told you, there are three types of projects in SAP. One is E2E implementation project, second is rollout project, third is support project. So once you will become a consultant, you will work mainly on these three types of projects. Okay, and so what's the E2E implementation project? So let's suppose we just take an example, very practical example, so that you can relate in that. So uh, let's suppose there is a company Balco, and Balco just want to implement SAP. Okay, they just want to use that for HR, MM, FI, PP, SDPM, for all modules. They just want to implement SAP on premises. They wants to do. Okay, I will also explain what's the on premises, what's the rise, what's a cloud, what's a public cloud, what's a private cloud, what's a on premises. That also I will make a dedicated video on that, and I will explain about that also. So here just like see, Balco is a company. They just want to implement SAP from very scratch. They just want to implement. Okay, so what they will do, they will first go with these companies like Infosys, IBM, Accenture, Capgemini, and TCS. They will go to these companies and IBM. They will just go to these companies and they will ask for quotation. Sir, can you please send a quotation, like how much will be the cost for implementation for our company? Okay, so that companies like Infosys, IBM, Accenture, Capgemini, they are going to send their commercials, or you can say quotations, like how much they are going to charge and how much time they are going to take, how their delivery is going to be, how much support they are going to provide. So that's a quotation they are going to send. After that, they let's suppose these companies just send the quotation. IBM just send a quotation of 100 cr. Infosys is just send a quotation of 80 cr or 80 million, you can say. Capgemini is just send a quotation of 75 cr or 75 million, you can say. So let's suppose that Balco Private Limited just selected Infosys for their E2E implementation project. Okay, so Valco just selected Infosys for their E2 implementation project. Okay, and now Infosys will do that, and contract is 18 months. So Infosys will do that E2E implementation from very scratch. They will configure SAP for Valco. Infosys will configure SAP as per their requirement, as per their business fulfillment. They are going to fulfill their business requirement, and in let's suppose the contract is for 18 months. So what Infosys will do, Infosys will just make a dedicated team. They will just prepare a dedicated software team that will be responsible for implementation project for next 18 months for that Balco. So in that software team, there will be functional consultant, there will be technical consultant, there will be some basis consultant also. So they, and some pre-sales also there. So there is a team, complete team will be there. Okay, and let me also tell you what's the hierarchy like. Once you will become, you just join a company initially, like completing the course. Once you will just join the company, which position you guys will have. Okay, so first of all, as you just join as a SAP fresher, so you will just join as SAP trainee. Then you will promote after 2 to 3 years, you will promote to associate consultant, then you will promote to senior consultant after 5 to 6 years at least. Then you will promote to module lead. Okay, then you like promote to project lead, and then you promote to manager and delivery manager. So these are the positions you can see here, like these are the hierarchy, you can say. Then you can see the uh, solution architect is also there. Some all like hierarchy is there like that. Okay, so that just come to that point again, that Infosys will prepare a software team, dedicated software team, that will do E2E implementation project for Balco. Okay, so delivery manager will be there, senior manager will be there, project lead will be there, module lead will be there. So module leads will be like in HR, MM, FI, PP, SDPM. From these modules, there will be a module lead. There is a senior consultant, there is a consultant. So these will form a team, complete team, and these consultants will be responsible to do all configuration whatever is required for next 18 months. They will hear the client's requirement, what's their requirement is there, what's their business requirement is there, whatever is there, they are going to fulfill that, and they are going to start mapping that, they are going to design that, they are going to make a blueprint, they are going to make a blueprint preparation phase is there. So all is done, right? And then they will start a implementation project. So that's a E2E implementation project, right? Let's suppose like that Balco, maybe they are using, Balco is using some another ERP. Let's suppose they were using earlier Oracle as a ERP or Tally as a ERP, but right now they just want to go with SAP. So then it will be E2E implementation for that. Okay, but after 18 months, after 18 months, like completion of the project, like they have delivered the project, they just did a goal, they just live the project after 18 months. I'm talking about Infosys. After that, companies employees are going to use that SAP on their day-to-day activities. So these employees are going to work on that, and they don't have much knowledge about that SAP. Earlier, let's suppose they were working Oracle for their day-to-day operations. What I mean by that day-to-day operations simply means like someone is working in a store department or a procurement department. They are going to create a purchase order every day, they are going to do goods received every day, they are going to create a RFQ, request for quotation, every day, they are going to create a purchase requisition. So they are going to perform these activities. Okay, let's suppose someone is in a FICO end user. So they are going to work day to day to create an invoice, vendor invoice, they need to create. So these type of activities they have to perform. Like someone is in a sales department, earlier maybe they were using Oracle, but right now they have to use SAP. Like they have just implemented SAP, but they are new to that, they don't have much knowledge about that. Okay, so definitely they are going to stuck in between, they will face some issues, they will face some problems. So companies used to go with a support project. So in support project, the team is same like that. Like maybe there is a project lead, there will be senior consultant, there will be associate consultant, there will be lead consultant, and there will be definitely a project manager will also be there. So in support project also, team is like that, but they are going to provide a support. Like if these end users are stucking somewhere, they are going to help them, they are going to help them, they are going to help. Let's suppose they are trying to create a PO, and they are getting some errors there. So that is resolved by the support consultant. So that's a support project, and that errors we used to say ticket in real time. So consultants like support consultant used to resolve, and they used to help them. And sometimes consultants also help to train end users in the companies. Okay, like training they used to provide. So that's a support project. So I guess it's clear to you what's a E2E implementation. End to end also we used to say E2E, or end to end implementation project we used to say. So I guess that's clear what's a E2E or end to end implementation. End to end or E2E, you can say E2E. E2E implementation. Okay, and what's a support project, that's also clear to you. Like after completion of a E2E implementation, some companies have to go with a support project. Now we will discuss what's a rollout project. So what's a rollout project? So what's a rollout project? So company, let's suppose we are just talking about that Balco have plant in India also, and they also have a plant in some another country, and they are doing same business there, and also they are doing that same business in like in European countries. Okay, so like let's suppose in France they are doing. So one plant is in France, Valco have one plant in France, let's suppose, and one plant in India, and they just completed E2E implementation in India's plant with the help of Infosys, and they just right now they just want to do E2E implementation for their that France plant. Balco just planning to do that. If let's suppose they just want to do that with the help of same Infosys, then this will be a rollout project for Infosys. Why this will be a rollout project for Infosys? Because Infosys have already prepared all the documents, everything, all the templates, whatever is required. They have already prepared that for their India's plant. Right now they are going to do that for their France plant. So they already have prepared now, they already have all these documents related to that. So they will use all these documents, they will just copy most of the documents, only little changes will be there, like tax for procedure changes will be there. Otherwise master data, mostly master data will be same. Okay, so these templates they will use same in their France plant. So for Infosys this project will be rollout project. If Balco will consider Infosys for their you can say part implementation, or that France plants implementation, then for Infosys that will be a rollout project. Let's suppose Balco is saying no, last time we just go with Infosys, right now we just don't want to go to that same company, we just want to go with some another company, because last time our experience was not that much good. So let's suppose they just want to change, make the changes also, or like they just want to go with some another company, let's suppose with TCS, this time they are going. So for TCS that will be very fresh project, they have to do everything from very scratch. So for TCS this project will be again E2E implementation project. Why? Because they don't have any templates or documents or blueprint, anything they don't have, master data, everything they have to create from very scratch. So for TCS that same project, same Balco's project in France plant will be uh, E2E implementation, but for that Infosys that same project will be a rollout project. I guess that's clear to all of you. What's E2E implementation project, what's a rollout project, and what's a support project. So I guess that's clear. So thank you. Thanks a lot. May God bless you all.